Have you ever met the crazy girlfriend who was so concerned her boyfriend was going to cheat that she actually drove him to cheat? Or the little kid who's learning to ride the bike and he doesn't want to crash into the tree, but all he sees is a tree until he goes face first into it. This is what we're doing with coronavirus. Hi, I'm Shauna, and I'm here to tell you why our fear about the coronavirus is actually doing us more harm than good, and how we can use it as an opportunity to step into our power as human beings. Because just in case you didn't know, you're powerful as shit. First, I'm going to talk about fear, the body, and our immune system. Am I a doctor? No. But I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 2015, and after almost dying twice in the span of just over a year, I dove headfirst into studying the mind and the body and how they're connected. And this looks like studying the gut and how our emotions have a profound effect on our body. If you don't believe what I tell you, ask literally anybody in the medical field, because the one compliment that I got over and over after every hospital visit was that my attitude was going to heal me. Okay, so let's get to it. Fear and the body. This is a little anatomy and physiology lesson, so get your nerd status ready. I want to be very clear that when I say fear, I am talking about a range of low-level emotions, and I want you to see anything from anger and below. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about and use the word fear. When we have an experience of fear, it actually changes the blood chemistry. Our emotions cause a physiological effect in our body. The fearful thought releases hormones. If you are into law of attraction, you will see that this is evidence that thoughts actually do create things. I know, you want to hear about COVID-19. I'm getting there. Stick with me. Our fear and our stress response is good in the short term. It helps us run away from things. And in a massive epidemic, we can find ourselves in chronic fear. Something that we think about all of the time. It's on the news, it's on Facebook. We don't want to take our parents out to dinner. Putting cities and states and whole countries out on quarantine. We can't get away. It's like trying to avoid hearing everybody's thoughts on the election. And how, just like every other election, everyone has an opinion on how the world is headed for self-destruction. Excuse me, Mom, did you know the rapture is coming? Science says that 70% of our immune system is functioning in our gut. We need all the toilet paper! Fear shuts the gut off. If 70% of our immune system to help us ward off viruses and infections is shut off from the chronic fear, what do you think that does? It helps us do one of three things: either run, freeze, or fight. It's the fight or flight response. When we shut off the gut, we shut off the immune system, at least 70% of it. That's like killing 7 out of 10 soldiers from protecting your home. And never mind that it dampens every other internal organ's capabilities. Again, if it's time to run from a robber, all fine and dandy. But I don't think that we can run from the coronavirus. And so many of us are in chronic fear and stress around the whole thing because we cannot escape it. And I have another option for you. Let me also remind you that because our immune system and the chronic fear is shut off, we're actually more susceptible to every other illness and disease that is out there. So we are not doing anybody justice by staying in the fear around what's happening. If we know that fear turns off the gut and fear is a low-level emotion, then it would seem that we want to choose good feeling emotions. But how do we choose good feeling emotions and simultaneously not ignore the fact that there's something happening around the globe? Let me refer to the paranoid girlfriend. We all know that we want to be trusting in relationships and assume good intent. However, if we find a pair of panties in the house that aren't ours, we may want to start asking some questions. While still assuming that there might be an actual explanation, we want to stay calm and we want to address the situation without assumption. What does that mean? Let me tell you. It means we get to act like adults. We wash our hands a little bit more, maybe avoid unnecessary crowds. I would even say cancel some plans if you feel like you want to, but out of responsibility, not fear. Out of power, not panic. Reflect and gather evidence on all of the times that we've had fears as a city, as a nation, and as a global community that have not come to fruition and have not hit worst case scenario. Ride your bike. Be aware of the tree. I invite you to focus on the profound nature of the mind-body and see why focusing on responsibility rather than extreme fear is an incredible opportunity to protect your life and have fun at the same damn time. You get to be responsible and enjoy life. Like a condom. We don't know what's going on. Did you know that we have something called strep A that's just on our skin all of the time? And if it got somehow into our immune system, we would die just like that? Do you think I'm sitting around thinking about how there is strep A on my skin? No, because I probably get sick. I'm not about that life. For anybody that wants to learn more, I put a list of all my favorite books here. Go explore.